Dark techno feels like being pulled into an abyss, and that's why I make it. I'm Chris, I'm 35 years old from Melbourne, Australia. I'm a dark techno producer and an aspiring professional DJ. To me, dark techno is stripped back techno. Deep rumbling kicks, moody atmosphere. It can feel scary, aggressive, even supernatural. Kind of like you're being pulled into a dark abyss. I grew up in the early 2000s when emo music was everywhere. So it was MySpace, Scene Kids, you couldn't escape it. Bands like Linkin Park, Evanescence, Limp Bizkit hit me at first. And then I found heavier post-hardcore. So from First to Last, Under Oath, Thursday, Hawthorne Heights. I'll never forget blasting Under Oath's Down Set Go on the school bus in my full uniform, so shirt, blazer, tie. I thought people would think I was crazy, but I didn't care. It felt kind of dangerous and alive. At 16, I started partying, first house parties and then nightclubs. One of my friends had a mansion in Brighton with a tennis court and a pool. These nights were really messy, but also really fun. Cheap drinks, chaos, hooking up, just pure teenage freedom. Around the same time, electronic music was blowing up. We had Skrillex with Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, and then Deadmau5 with Strobe. Festivals like Stereosonic were massive. The energy kind of felt a bit more lighter, more electric, but compared to the emo music, it was just lacking a bit of depth. By 18, I was dating someone deep in the dance scene, and that is when I stumbled into Melbourne minimal music. Dark, heavy, intimidating clubs with rough crowds. Artists like Len Faki with Stranger to Stability and Angie Core with Describe. They kind of scared me at first, but definitely pulled me in. So we were going out every week. A lot of jokes, a lot of chaos. But I think the music itself kind of grounded me. It was hypnotic and heavy. It felt kind of like a modern electronic spin of the emo music that I grew up on. Tracks like Ben Clock's Sub-Zero and Jeff Mills' The Bells were game changers for me. Regular techno felt kind of cheesy and commercial. Dark techno kind of hit differently. It was slow, oozy, like a punch to the chest. It's more versatile, more honest. I think for me, it's catharsis, an outlet for the darker times in my life. Emo music and dark techno are the same at their core, raw, heavy, and emotional. I don't really make music for happy vibes. I think darkness feels more truthful, more impactful. So I did take inspiration from artists like Ben Clock, but I kind of always wanted to put my own spin on it. People often call my tracks weapons, and I love that. When I'm producing, I definitely feel like a sledgehammer. What I want to give listeners is freedom, peace of mind, but also a challenge to sit with the discomfort and push through it. Darkness will always be a part of my DNA. It's how I grew up. Dark techno gives me a release. It's kind of therapy, but it's also kind of fun. That 4 to the floor rhythm is primal. I think if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be a lawyer or a doctor. I'd be following the safe path for sure. But music always pulled me back. These days, it's more about bridging the gap between what's in my head and the final track itself. And I'm definitely closing that gap bit by bit. I also think at the end of the day, it's all just samples and VSTs. It's kind of like solving a puzzle. But I also think it rattles people because it's honest. So if you ask me, why do you make dark techno? I'd say dark techno is more than music. It's the language I use to It's the language I use to express the life I've lived and the world that shaped me.